everybody, and welcome back to the Second Stringers podcast. Paul.
Welcome back. Happy to be back again. It's been a while, but I'm looking forward to this stretch, and I'm not sure when we're taking another break. Hopefully not anytime soon. I kind of take the blame for it, but...
I guess. But I was away last week, so,
yeah.
We're pretty equal.
It happens.
I think everyone needs a July break.
Yeah,
but
most
now
definitely.
We're back. It's basically August. This will be the first episode that can go straight onto iTunes, so that's exciting.
Pumped for that.
Yeah. We're a legit podcast now, everybody. We're not just hiding on YouTube and SoundCloud. We're a real live entity.
Feels good, man. Feels good.
Because of the break we took and the timing of it, we've decided to not talk about the NBA in depth now, just because we feel like it's kind of talked out and everyone's kind of heard everybody's opinion on everything. There's not really much more we can add to it. And frankly, it's not basketball season at all anymore. So it doesn't really make any sense for us to pump out a full-length NBA free agency reaction video a month late. So what we've decided to do is instead kick into gear our NFL preview section and do 3 major NFL preview episodes, starting with this one.
Yeah, that's why Will has switched from his regular NBA jersey to his gross New Orleans Saints jersey. Sorry, my dog just came in the room. But yeah, it's exciting to be turning the page onto a new topic.
Yeah. It's good to just talk about football. It's exciting that football is back.
Yep.
Even if it's just training camp right now. But yeah, today we're going to be talking about just a quick training camp preview, quick major storyline rundown. Then from there, we're going to hit our MVP picks, our Defensive Player of the Year picks, who's going to improve a lot this year in each conference, who our pick is to be that team that everybody knows is way better than everybody expects at the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And then what teams from each conference who made the playoffs last year that are going to take a step back and might even miss the playoffs.
Yep.
So that's what we got on tap for today in the episode 1 of 3 of the NFL preview, and I guess maybe the first episode of the real Second Stringers. Now that we're on legit platforms, this is where we really get going.
Yeah.
So without further ado, let's get started with our training camp preview. And I guess the biggest story to start with is the Ezekiel Elliott holdout going on. I guess it's not really in Dallas because their camp's always in the Los Angeles area, and he's in Mexico right now. It's odd. That's so badass.
That's awesome. It's a crazy thing that he's doing right now. A year left on his contract.
He's got 2 years left.
2 years, and he just wants more money. So he's sitting out camp, doing a little bit of a holdout.
I can't believe he's holding out.
Neither can I, especially when they have so many other guys on the team to pay. If you think you got a quarterback to pay, Dak, hopefully he doesn't get too much, but I mean, it's looking like it's going to be a decent amount. You've got Amari Cooper who's coming up. You've got guys on the defense as well.
Byron Jones is the big one, the cornerback.
Byron Jones,
and
Lawrence, the linebacker.
And DeMarcus already signed. He signed his
did he?
Yeah, he got his a couple weeks ago.
Oh, yeah, that was 2 weeks ago.
The big one is Jalen Smith, though.
Yeah.
He's coming up real quick because he was a second-round pick, and he's older than people think. So he doesn't have the 5th year. I think he only has a year left because he doesn't have the 5th year on it, and he's older than you think because he didn't play for a year with the injury. So he's already I think he only has a year left because he's got 4. He only signs a 4-year deal.
So they've got a ton of guys coming up here that need the bag.
Yeah.
And they probably can't give it to everybody. And Ezekiel's holding out to get his own bag.
If Jalen Smith is up at the end of this year, that means Dak, Jalen Smith, and Amari are all done at the end of this year, which means they can only tag one of them.
That's tough.
Zeke, the Zeke holdout makes no sense at all because why would I pay you 2 years early as a running back when you just got in trouble again? He keeps getting in trouble with the NFL.
Very true.
Like he has
I've heard it so many times this past week. You love to have him on your team during the season.
Yeah.
You don't want to have him on your team during the off season. And I completely agree with that.
It seems like he has a yearly meeting set up with Roger Goodell to talk about something stupid he did in the offseason.
That's so true.
It's not part. It's not even like he's gonna get arrested. It's just like, dude, what are you doing? Why are you getting in a fight at a music festival in Vegas? Like, what are you doing?
Questionable decisions.
And so that's the guy you're gonna pay an exorbitant amount of money when you haven't even paid your quarterback yet. Like, what? Who's this? Who's his agent, man? Like,
probably not the. It seems like he's not the sharpest guy. I mean, especially when you have 3 huge names coming up that are needing contract. I wouldn't hold out.
This is the most fascinating holdout I think I've ever seen in the NFL because, like, if you just look at what he means to the team on the field, he 100% deserves to get paid now, like the Rams did for Todd Gurley. Obviously, the Todd Gurley contract was a mistake with his injury. It appears right now, but Zeke hasn't been hurt.
Exactly.
I hate when everyone keeps bringing up the Gurley contract and how they want to take it back. Gurley has knee arthritis. Zeke has no sign of that at all.
Yeah.
So if you just look at his on-field performance, his production, and what he means to the offense, and Dak specifically, like, man, you got to pay that dude. But you look at what he does off the field, like, Zeke, you're not getting paid 2 years early. You do not deserve it. You're a constant distraction. You've been arrested 3 different times as a member of the Cowboys, I think.
Yeah, I think the way to go for him would have been request it during the season. You never know if you're balling out. If you're, he could very well have a career year this year and make even more money, but he wants that secure future. You saw guys like Le'Veon Bell do it. I mean, they want to secure that long-term, high-money, guaranteed contract, especially at a position like running back where you just get tossed around early.
It's crazy though because I don't know if you heard this, but Zeke's gonna make more this year guaranteed because your contract's fully guaranteed during the year than Dak has in his entire career combined.
He's still holding out.
He's holding out in Dak's in camp.
That's crazy.
It's crazy that because it's such a middle finger to Dak, to Jalen Smith, to Byron Jones, to Amari that he's not in camp.
Yeah,
because he's just like, yeah, I get you guys are up next year, but I'm twice as important as you. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. He's just living life on the edge. He's living his best life right now, I guess. Went down to Mexico, just chilling down there. Not going to be focusing on football, I doubt. It's crazy to me.
The craziest part about holdouts is it's like, when do you end the holdout?
Yeah, maybe like if you get a contract, or when do you just call it quits?
Yeah,
when do you give up?
Does he show up the week before the game 1 against the Giants? I mean, it's not like they need him to prepare or even beat the Giants. Let's keep it a buck. But
that's the Giants. Yeah. Are they gonna win a game this year? Who knows?
Man, the Giants are gonna be. Well, first of all, I'm waiting for the call from Gettleman for the receivers to come to camp because they're running out. So my phone is open. My lines are open, Gettleman. If you got
a little unlucky. They have Saquon at my position, so can't do much about that one.
They're gonna need to play Saquon at 3 different positions at the same time right now because literally their entire receiving corps hurt. So that's fun.
It'll be a interesting year. But back to Zeke. I mean, he's when does he get back? Like, you never know. It could be partway into the season when he decides. He could sit out for the whole season. I doubt he does.
I don't think
that'd be a
anyone does
huge
it.
mistake.
I don't
But
think Le'Veon lost them $15 million. Like, there's no way he's.
yeah,
I don't think anyone's gonna do that again. Just because like the contract Le'Veon got in free agency didn't really warrant him losing the 15 anyway, because it was the type of contract he would have gotten regardless of how he played. Like
yeah, that's very true.
the argument is like, well, if he got hurt, then he wouldn't have got that much. Like, okay, but let's be honest here. He gave away 15 million anyway, so like,
That's so true. And nearly $1 million a week for the whole. I mean, Pittsburgh didn't even make it to the playoffs anyways. So
and the thing is though, like at best, it was a tie for him for a decision. Like it was not a unanimously good decision.
yeah, that's very true.
I really think it all depends on how he does this year.
Yep.
But with Zeke, like, man, why are you? When does he come back?
If I were him, I'd be on the first plane from Mexico to Los Angeles. I would be knocking on Jerry Jones's door tonight
And
and
apologizing.
apologizing for all the drama.
Yeah,
And I don't know what else he could do.
I think that's what he should do. That's not what he's gonna do.
Yeah, no, not a chance. But it'll be interesting to see,
I
to say
I
the
think
least.
I would bet now that he's legit holding out, which I never thought was gonna happen, that he's not gonna show up. Would be my guess until probably the Monday,
Mm-hmm.
or no, the Tuesday. What day? Monday. It's either Monday or Tuesday that you report for week one.
Yeah.
That'll be when he shows up. That's my guess. There's no way he's
Yeah.
missing. There's no way he's missing regular season games because the
Yeah.
final, that's huge.
He might even show up before preseason. You never know.
Yeah, that's
They
why
could even sign him. Like, you never know with Dallas, right?
Jerry Jones
But
is definitely the kind of guy who would cave.
100%. So you might see him with a fancy new contract in the next week. If that happens, I'll be shocked.
I think the bigger question is, what would you? How big a mistake is it to give him the money if you're Dallas?
I don't know if it's a mistake. I think it would be tough with the salary cap situation in the NFL. Uh, the other guys are going to want their money, but
That's the
I
angle
think
I'm looking at it. More
I
not even.
think that if you look at Dak Prescott without Ezekiel Elliott, he's half the quarterback.
Yeah,
Ezekiel Elliott really is the centerpiece of that offense. He kind of carries that offense. When he plays well, they play well. And he can line up in the backfield or in the slot and he'll do damage. He's an elite top tier running back in the league.
he's,
It's tough
he's the best
because
back
you
in the
got
league.
so many other guys to pay. Saquon Barkley's up there with him, but he's one or two.
I My angle isn't necessarily on how they'll miss him on the field with that question. It's more to do with what do you do. I'm in like, and how does it come across to a guy like Dak when you're like, yeah, Dak, we love you, but
Yeah, that looks bad.
we're gonna give Zeke we're gonna give the running back this contract.
Especially when it's the Dallas Cowboys quarterback,
Yeah,
one of the most valuable positions in all of sports. I mean, I think you have to pay Dak before you pay Zeke.
yeah.
I think Zeke's just throwing a tantrum and having an extended vacation. I mean, it's not really going to make a big difference for him, I don't think. Uh, as long as he's still working out and stuff, of course. But I'm sure that's the case, and I'm sure he'll be ready to go when he decides he's ready to go. But yeah, no, I'd sign Dak first, 100%. It
What
just
about,
looks better.
would you sign Amari first too, or what would you do with Amari?
That's tough. I think Amari, I mean, he has another year on his contract, so I think I'd sit on that one. I'd let him play this year. If he balls out again, I'd pay him. It would be tough, Amari versus Zeke, but at the end of the day, running backs are going to expire before a wide receiver. And Dak Prescott also does need that wide receiver to I mean, just look at how last year went.
Yeah,
You can tell he needs that wide receiver.
as soon as they
So
got Amari, it changed
I
everything.
think I might lean towards Amari. What about you?
The way Amari's playing, I don't know who I'd go with first, but all I know is the way Amari's playing it is brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
Because if Amari gets to free agency, he's going to get $20 million a year.
Oh yeah.
If he signs with Dallas, he's going to get somewhere in like the 17-ish range.
Yeah.
16, 17-ish range, which is actually what he deserves. That's the level of player he is. He's not a top 5 receiver. He's somewhere in the 6 to 15 range.
I agree with that.
But if he gets to free agency with the way the market is and the reality that a legit number 1 receiver will not be there, there's just no way someone's going to offer him $20 million a year. Because Sammy got, like, what, 16 to be
Sammy's a good receiver, man.
Yeah, but he got 16 to be the number 2 receiver in Kansas City.
He's been a bit of a band-aid, but I think he'll be nice.
So what's someone going to give Amari to be the number 1 receiver? Like, he's gonna be the highest paid receiver in the league.
Probably.
If he gets a free, it'll be the same thing as Kirk Cousins. Like, is he the best quarterback? But no. But like, that's how the market dictates what your value is based on what someone's willing to pay you. And
yeah.
So if you're Amari, man, honestly Amari, you're kind of wanting to get to free agency.
Yep.
Why would I think the biggest mistake Dallas made this offseason was not doing the Amari deal first.
Yeah.
Because at this point, why is Amari going to sign with you?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Why? Like, it doesn't make any sense for him financially to make that commitment to Dallas when we all know he's going to make way more if he gets to free agency.
Yeah.
He's the one player who benefits the most by going into the last year of their deal.
Yeah.
Because if you look at Dak, Dak's just not going to get to free agency. Like, you're going to tag Dak. So Amari has the leverage in that you're going to have to pay him way too much to keep him.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is Amari's last year in Dallas. Now that I'm thinking this through and talking myself into it, I don't see a way he comes back to Dallas.
Yeah, unless he wants to play for the team he sees good future and he's willing to risk it. Other than from that, I'm with you. I can't see a way.
The only way would be the pitch of you're going to make more off the field with Dallas than you will anywhere else, which is very true.
Yeah.
And the brand idea, that's the only way I can see that. Like, Michael Irvin is on the NFL Network because he played in Dallas.
Yeah. Might be similar if he goes somewhere like New York, but they need to succeed as well. Who knows? Maybe Saquon and Amari are friends and they like Daniel Jones and New York's good all of a sudden. Yeah, that's not happening. I'm just joking around at this point.
The only way Amari is what he's gonna have to decide is, do I want to go make 21-ish? Because someone's gonna pay her. We're probably gonna pay Michael Thomas 20, who's also holding out. It's probably gonna end up being that because we want him in camp, which means Amari's gonna get the most in the league too. He's gonna be the highest paid receiver, so he's gonna get 21 million. So the question is, do you want to get 21 million on a below average team, or do you want to make 17, 16, somewhere, probably 18 now? If he can make 21, Dallas would probably have to get up to 18-ish.
Yeah.
To be on a good team and play in Dallas. It's a really interesting discussion for a receiver, because it's one of those positions where how much do you really care about winning, or is it more about getting
numbers?
Yeah.
That's very true. I completely agree. It'll be so interesting to see.
The Cowboys are in an absolutely bizarre situation with all these young guys.
And all we can really do is see how it unfolds now. It'll be an exciting time, that's for sure.
Okay, quick guess. When is Zeke coming back?
Last week of the preseason.
Okay, I think he's showing up the Monday before week 1.
That's a good bet. I don't think he plays in the last preseason game. I think he just shows up to camp for that time.
And then last Cowboys question.
Yep.
Which of the 4, Dak, Zeke, Amari, and Byron Jones, who we haven't talked about, but who's a Pro Bowl level cornerback, and who they need to keep. Do they pay first?
They should keep and pay.
Not who should they keep and pay. Who do you think they're going to pay first?
Who they're gonna pay for it? I think it's Dak Prescott.
You think Dak's getting the money first?
Yeah, I do.
Man, I think it'll be Dak too. I don't understand why you would pay Zeke.
Exactly. That's my only thought.
I think they might because it's Dallas and Jerry's that kind of guy, but
Yeah.
I don't get why they would.
Yeah, that's very true.
But
It'll be interesting to see, though.
It's a fascinating time for America's team, and we'll
yeah.
keep watching.
Yep.